Hello, we are just going to begin. I set my timer for my meditation for 3 minutes today, so I think the number three is relevant in some sense, probably. But so this is um, what we have. I'll just sort of explain it to you. But so I started out in my meditation and like, this is you, okay? And you're releasing a balloon. And at this point, you were, it's like, and to me, this is like you had to let go of an idea and you were scared to let go of this idea that was once a celebrated idea. Okay, it's a balloon, but this balloon reaches up to like the stars. Okay, and when it reaches there, it like the stars trickle back down. Okay, and like replant this seed. Okay, in Earth. And it's like I was hearing at this point in my meditation like the precipitation cycle. Okay, it's like something needed to be let go of to return to you in its proper form, in a different form. Okay, the form that you had it in, it wasn't like for you, so you had to like let it go so that it could come back to you in the way that it was for you. And you have a lot of, I think you spent a lot of time maybe in your early life um like people wanting to gnaw at you, like you're sweet and succulent and like I'm just getting like a blueberry and like a bunny, like people want to like make stew out of you and use your fur and like pet you and use you and um you're just an object to these figures, but you're so much more than that in reality. And so for much of this timeline you spent all of the earliest parts spending all of your energy sort of getting knocked around. I just kept like scribbling in a circle and it's like you were stuck. That's this over here, okay? This little jumble. And let me get super close so you can just like really see. Okay, this is you getting like knocked around. Okay, and like there's no footing to be had. It's like things appear to be stairs. There appear to be stairs, but everything that appears to be stability or leg up or step up or like a foot to stand on is an illusion. And like this period, you just keep getting knocked around, like by other energies. Your energy is dominated in this early era by other energies, but you find a way to slowly unravel yourself from that process. And like you, in unraveling yourself from their energies, you return to yours. And like your energy is like its place. It isn't just amongst the stars when you begin to unravel, which is like, okay, here's their energy. It's below the stars. Okay, but then here's where you start to unravel. When you unravel, you start to shine. You're with the stars. When you start to unravel, you're amongst the stars. Okay? But when you are fully unraveled and totally yourself, you're above the stars. You're above. When you fully become yourself again, when you fully return to yourself, you're greater than you could have even imagined. Your things are better than you could have even imagined, and you're like more beautiful than you could have even imagined. You had a lot of fear, like I'm just hearing like you're the lamb. And what's really interesting is like I was getting, what was that? It's like when what trickles down from the stars comes back down precipitation style, is watered and grows into something. I was getting like something was rooting in, and once it roots in, it actually flips back over and it appears to be a crown, and you wear that crown. Okay, and it's like what's really interesting is like this whole process is you realizing your greatness, but the whole time, even when that crown returns to you, you're still this cute little figure. Like you're still here in all your sweetness in all your innocence, you remain the lamb through this whole journey. It's so beautiful. But, you know, it took a lot of hardship for you to get, like, to the point where you had an inkling, okay? Because you'll never be able to, like, fully witness yourself. But it took you a really long time and a lot of abuse, honestly, to get to this point where you could witness yourself at an inkling, so that you had the courage, even within that state of fear, to let that balloon go that you were once celebrating. You know, you let this idea that you were celebrating go. When you did that, okay, the skies, the atmosphere opened up in ways you could have never imagined. Okay, so that's what we have for you today. That's the message. I hope that reaches you and reaches you well. If it did, don't forget to like so I can reach others, and leave your story in the comments below if you feel compelled to. And definitely subscribe so I can see you again. For now, though, bye.